I'm Andrew C. Miller, author of the Knowledge Group concept, and I'm also a team leader in the Knowledge Group community, or the Knowledge Group core. And in fact, no one's actually sat me down and done an interview, but I just thought some common questions popped up, and I thought I could just answer some of them. I got closer to the whole idea of becoming a published author. It was a bit nerve-wracking for me, because I'm someone who struggled with English, and some people still laugh, depending on the community you're speaking to or the audience. And I realized sometimes is that not very often you have people who actually come out on the other side of a success process, and they didn't actually start it there. Of course, yes, I had a dream of being an author one day, and I had the dream of doing many other things, but I've been exploring the Knowledge Group community for several years now. And in my book, The Knowledge Group Concept, I talk about some of the origins. And what I realized is that the initial plan was never to really get to this stage. And it's amazing, because when I started with the Knowledge Group concept, I actually got that idea while in the process of, call it a journey or period of transitions, asking myself several questions and really questioning, not so much my belief, but my purpose in life. I was actually working with individuals who faced homelessness, and they may have come to the UK through a process of asylum seeking, through a process of some refugee status, and they may have ended up in the centers or in the communities because of different personal circumstances. They could have been in a relationship breakdown and they got thrown out on the street, and they could have been in one of those mental health or also emotional stage in their life where things were not going right. They could have been substance misuse clients as well. And when I started working within this community, I was still going back and forth between the US. I was still fresh and new in the UK and still learning the culture and everything. And I wanted to do something more with my life and with my workplace. And I decided to just commit to helping, sharing a little bit with these guys and helping them to uplift them, because I knew of my own journey. I knew that I was an immigrant, and I knew I journeyed from the Caribbean to the US to here in the UK, and I knew how different experiences were. Yes, from talking to other people, from their own journeys, and from my own experience as well. So what I realized is that I was on a journey fresh in network marketing, and I was doing quite a bit of leadership development. And so what I realized is that I didn't feel like I was in the right place at this time. So I questioned myself, what am I doing here? What's my purpose? And the opportunity came up for me to share and to work with these guys, and of course the staff as well. And when I started sharing different things, we chose different topics: communication, confidence, self-esteem. I started sharing a bit of what I was learning as well. I started sharing a bit about what I knew helped me. And so Knowledge Group concept came up and out of that idea of you bring in all these different individuals with different knowledge, ideas. I wasn't any superior knowledge person, or I was definitely not the brightest of them all, but I was probably the best state emotionally and mentally. And using their knowledge, using our knowledge all together, kind of like a mastermind kind of principle. I thought to myself, some of these guys, they think they don't belong here. I myself feel like, this is not the environment for me. And so what I found is that we're looking for something. I was looking for something to call this group of people coming together on a weekly basis. And we came up to the idea of, sharing knowledge, and Napoleon Hill was a key inspiration in all of this. And the whole idea of knowledge was there. But also, you had discussions and you had people thinking, oh yeah, we're thinking outside the box, I was thinking outside the box. And I thought that when you think of a box, and you just thought that you just locked in, I didn't want to be in that sphere. I wanted to think a bit more like, hey, we all belong to this world, but we belong in different areas. And hence the cube started shaping, and we belong to different areas. And I believe that there were different aspects of us, and that's why you have the triangle, and you have the focus on the physical, mental, and emotional aspect, because I believe that in a sense there's a scale. Our life is pivoted on a scale, and it's not an equal side. You have the physical, you have the mental, and you have the emotional, but any one of those could change. As you see with the triangle, any one of them could be of most importance. And of course, in the central aspect, there's the spiritual aspect. I don't seem to speak a lot in my book, The Knowledge Group Concept, but gets touched on later on or in other publications. I think sometimes with our transitions, our journey in life, we get to a point where we start feeling like we want to give up. Hence, I was feeling like I was at that stage where I wanted to give up. I wanted to give up on the whole idea of the knowledge group concept. And so the opportunity came up for me to explore being a writer. I didn't know where the funds was going to come from. I didn't know if I could really do this, but I had that belief. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to try my best and explore this opportunity, explore how I can do this. So sometimes we feel like letting go of what we believe and our goal, or what we have that potential to do. And we let go of that because we don't have the right guidance. And so I believe a lot of my early focus was on leadership development, me exploring that aspect of me being a leader, what was within, and being a mentor to a lot of other people. But with coaching, going through process of learning and exploring, and me becoming what you call a qualified coach. But I think what really qualifies me as a coach is the work I've been doing with individuals, with clients, and with different communities, and my own experience. And so the realization of me wanting to become a writer was planted in me somewhere a long time ago. But it's later on when, you get to that stage, kind of like a down and out stage, and you want to let go of your dream. But you have that passion within you, they have that seed planted within you. And because maybe someone, a mentor, coach, someone watered that seed, they explore that aspect inside of you, and you realize, hey, I can do this.